Hi traders, and welcome to my analysis for where I think Bitcoin will go. This is just going to be based on technical analysis and will not be based on any sentimental or fundamental analysis. So I'm also going to show you guys why I drew what I drew and where Bitcoin will go moving forward. So the first thing I drew was this downward sloping trend line here because we had a lot of confluence. I drew it at the high here of 29.75, and as it slopes down, we can see that a lot of times it was ticked and it was never broken. And that's the important thing. This trend line was never broken. And I think this trend line will continue. Actually, when I say it was never broken, I mean it was never broken here. And when it was broken, which was here, I think it's going to come back down to this trend line here. And I think that this line right here is going to be support. So I think if you want to buy, I think 24.20, 24.30, somewhere around there, where this 50% retracement is, I'll go into that right after, is probably where you want to buy. And we can see here that price did use this as support many times. This was a previous resistance level right here, around here, 24.30. And then when we go to here, this became support with the close of the daily. And then it became support again here. And then a third time it became support here. So maybe a fourth time this will become support because this seems like a strongly supported level right here at the 24.20 to 24.30, 24.30, 35 level right here. And that's also the 50% Fibonacci retracement here. So what I did here was on June 14th, I drew this Fibonacci all the way up to the high of June 19th. And I think that this bull run here is quite important. Sorry, from here to here. And I think that the 50% will hold. You can see that the 61.8 also has held, as price did not close below the 61.8, but rather had tails around that level. So I think what's going to happen here is price is going to maybe consolidate here and then come down, or price will come down here to this level right here, the 24.20 level, and then price will also touch this trend line here, as you can see. And once it touches this trend line once, it'll form a new uptrend. And I think that this is what's going to happen on this one. But I also have another one that I set up over here. Now on this one, I believe that price is in a symmetrical triangle. So as you can see, price was very volatile here. And now we can see that price is kind of shrinking up and not becoming as volatile. And I think when this happens with the symmetrical triangle, price either breaks to the upside or price either breaks to the downside. And once it breaks one way, it usually continues in that direction. I also drew a Fibonacci here, which started from this bull run here. And the reason I drew this Fibonacci from here to here was I think that this was where the majority of Bitcoin's momentum came from, was this run right here. And now we're just recovering from that gigantic upswing. So we can see here that the 61.8, which is the 21.26 right here, the 61.8 retracement did have some support here, as you can see, as price did form a tail down this way, but the tail quickly went upward. And then again, we can see that the 50% then was supported here, and then the 38% was now supported here now, as 24.50 is the low of these two, around the low of these two right here. So with this analysis, I think that price will break to the upside. Price may consolidate here and then break to the upside, but I think that price is more likely than not to go to the upside. So basically, to recap on my two charts that I've drawn, on this chart, you may want to buy when price breaks to the upside and then comes down to around this level here, around the 25.50 level probably. When price breaks out of this trend line and then touches this trend line again, then it probably goes up. I would wait for that to happen. But then on my other analysis here, I think that price might touch this support level here a fourth time, as it's touched it about 3 times here. 1, 2, 3. I think it might touch it a fourth time, and you want to buy at 24.20, just about. Maybe 2400 if you want to hit one of these tails. And then I think from there, once it touches this downward sloping trend line, price will go up. So yes, I am bullish on Bitcoin right now on both charts. One, I think we buy here, and then the other, I think we buy when price goes up and then comes back down to touch these levels. So that's my two-form Bitcoin analysis using Fibonacci's and trend lines. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.